guys are doing good. If you are watching Sunday School, will you give us a thumbs up on Facebook or maybe leave us a comment and let us know how you're doing? That would be great. We want to wish Ruby a very happy birthday. It's Ruby's birthday on Thursday. So Ruby, we have a present for you and we're going to be dropping by your house on your birthday. But we're so excited for you to celebrate your birthday on Thursday. Should we give her a little hand? Yay, Ruby! All right, so what have you been up to this week? Did you celebrate VE Day? We've had a great week. What have we done, boys?
We went to the park.
We've been to the park, yes.
We went on our bikes.
We've been on our bikes. We've been able to see Rachel's little tiny baby, haven't we? He was so cute.
We
so
ate lots of pizza.
We've had a lot of pizza. So we've had a great week, and I hope you have too. So did you remember the 2 words from last week? Do you remember? Shout them out if you remember. What are they, boys? What were the 2 words?
Thank you.
Oh, amazing. So last week we talked about saying, what was it?
Thank you.
Thank you. And how important these words were. And remember the story that Noah read about the 10 lepers? And how many came back to thank Jesus? Only one. How sad. We always need to say thank you. And Jesus has done so much for us. We need to remember to thank Jesus especially, right? Well, today we're going to go over a few of the books of the Bible. And boys, how many books are in the Bible? How many books are in the Bible?
66.
66 books are in the Bible. And who wrote the Bible? God. And he used how many different men to write the Bible? Do you remember? How many? Not 4. 40. 40 different men God used to write the Bible. And how many books? Well, Nathan, let me ask you. The Bible is divided into 2 parts. What are the 2 parts of the Bible? Do you know?
The Old Testament and the New Testament.
Old Testament and the New Testament. And how many books? Guys, help me out. How many books are in the Old Testament? How many?
39.
39. And how many in the New Testament?
27.
27! Good job. You guys are great. So we've been learning the books of the New Testament. So we have a special song. But before we sing our books of the New Testament song, let's say the books together. All right? So should we do it all together? Here we go. Can you say it with me? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, Jude.
Revelation.
Well done. How many books are in the New Testament?
27.
And who wrote the New Testament?
God.
Very good. Now let's go to our song. All right? Great job.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, that's all 1st and 2nd Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Songs of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel and Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi.
All right, that was some awesome singing. You guys did a great job singing the books of the New Testament. Well done. We're going to go ahead and say our Bible verse today. So let's practice it all together. So Noah is holding this side, Nathan's holding this side, and let's say it together as I point to it. All right, boys, help me out. Be kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32. Good job. Let's try it one more time. Hold it nice and tight over there so it doesn't sag. All right, here we go. Be kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32. Jesus tells us in Ephesians, that's the New Testament, to be kind to one another. Has it been hard to be kind to each other while we've been in our houses? I found it tricky sometimes. Have you found it tricky? So what are some things that we could do that would be kind? Can you think of something? What would be something kind that you could do for your mommy or your daddy or your brother or your sister? What do you think, Noah? What's something you could do that's kind?
Draw nice pictures for them.
You could draw nice pictures for them. I love nice pictures. I have all of my boys' pictures on the side of my wardrobe, and they're beautiful. What else could you do, Nathan, to be kind?
Be nice.
Yes, you could be nice. We can be thoughtful and kind to each other. All right, so stretch it out nicely. We're going to try it again. Are you ready? Can you help me say it? If you're watching from home, you practice with me. All right, here we go. Be kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32. All right, now we're going to make it a little tricky. I'm going to take some off. I'm going to take this one off. And yeah, which one do you want to pick one? Take that one off? Okay.
Can I take one off?
Okay, you can take one off. Oh dear, it's going to be really tricky. Woo! All right, let's see if we can say it now. Okay, are you going to help us out? It's getting harder. Here we go. Be
kind
one
to
another. Ephesians 4:32. Oh, that was getting...
Take them off again.
Take some more off. Okay, take another one off.
I'll take one off.
Oh, no. They're all coming off. Okay, have a seat now. Let's see if we can say it together. Ready? Be kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32. Well done, Noah. Can you say it all by yourself?
Be kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32.
Good job, Nathan.
Be kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32.
Good job. Can you say it? Good job. Let's say it together with you at home. Let's say it with the boys and girls at home, all right? Ephesians 4:32. Be ye kind one to another. Ephesians 4:32. Good job. Now today, I need you to listen really carefully because our Bible story is about a man. He came up to Jesus and he said, Jesus, who is my neighbor? And he thought he was asking Jesus a tricky question, but Jesus knew the man's heart. And he knew this man didn't really want to be kind to everybody. Do you know what? Sometimes it's easier to be kind to people who are nice to you, right? Today, my neighbor gave me loads of cake and biscuits and sweets. And it's easy to be kind to people who are kind to you. But do you know what? I find it hard to be kind to people who are nasty to me and people who say rude things to me. Do you find that as well? But God says that we should be kind to everyone, not just those who are kind to us. So let's watch in our Bible story and see who our neighbor really is. So for this part of the story, we're going to take you along with us to the park as we act out our Bible story today. Are you ready for a little field trip? Let's go! Once there was a man who was traveling along a road by himself. Suddenly, a gang of robbers grabbed him and began to hurt him. The robbers beat the man and stole from him. They left him badly hurt, lying along the side of the road. After the robbers ran away, a priest came walking down the same road. Priests were men who taught people about God and worked in the temple, where the people worshipped God. Priests were supposed to be loving and kind, but this priest did not care about the hurt man. He just walked away to the other side of the road to keep from getting near the hurt man. Later, another man came walking down the road. This man was a Levite. A Levite was supposed to do things that pleased God. Just like the priest, the Levite walked to the other side of the road and kept on walking. He did not want to help the hurt man. He did not show any love or kindness to the hurt man. The poor hurt man wondered if anyone cared enough to stop and help him. If not, he would die alongside the road with no one to help him. The hurt man finally heard the sound of a donkey coming, clip-clop, clip-clop, along the road toward him. A man was riding the donkey. The man was from a place called Samaria. The people of Samaria and the people of Israel were not friendly to each other. No one would ever think that a person from Samaria would stop and help a person from Israel. But this man from Samaria was different. He saw the hurt man beside the road and felt very sorry for him. It didn't bother the Samaritans that the hurt man was from Israel. The Samaritan stopped his donkey, got down off his donkey, and went over to the hurt man. The Samaritan picked up the hurt man, put him on his own donkey. He walked alongside the donkey, comforting the hurt man. This showed that the Samaritan was a very kind man. The Samaritan with his donkey carrying the hurt man came to an inn, a place where the travelers stayed. There, the Samaritan got a room where the injured man could lie down and rest. The next morning, the Samaritan had to go on his way. He gave the innkeeper money for the hurt man. This money would pay for anything the man needed until he was well enough to travel. "Please look after this man," the Samaritan said to the innkeeper. "I will come back later and pay you for any extra cost in taking care of him." Did you enjoy that, boys and girls? Oh, I thought that was really good. I thought Noah and Nathan and Pastor Kevin did a great job of acting out the story of the Good Samaritan. And I hope, more importantly, that you will remember the lesson behind that story. Who are you going to be a neighbor to? You know what? Jesus wants us to be a neighbor. He wants us to help anyone around us that needs help. You know, sometimes it's hard to be nice to people who aren't nice to us, but Jesus said to be kind one to another. And we ought to be nice to everybody, whether they're nice to us or not. We need to be kind. And you know, I think especially during this time of coronavirus, there are people all around us who are hurting, people who are struggling, and people that need help. And who are you going to be a neighbor to? Do you think that maybe you can reach out and color a picture or do something nice for somebody in need? I hope this week you will think about this Bible lesson of the Good Samaritan. And I want you to think, who can I help? Who can I encourage? And maybe it might not be somebody that you even particularly like. But Jesus says to be kind to everyone, no matter who they are. We are to be a good neighbor to them. So boys and girls, thank you for joining us this week on Sunday School, and I hope you will come back next week. If you need anything at all, please reach out to us and we would be happy to help you. And send us a text, send us your pictures. We love to keep up with you. And Ruby, we hope you have a wonderful birthday on Thursday. Thanks for joining us so much. Have a wonderful week. We certainly miss you. Take care. Bye.